Test one, test two. Welcome back to Project Research here for another video podcast. Slice of life, grandpa slice of life, lessons for orphans, people without a place to call home, those without a role model. So what you can see is what you get. You see here in the front, I'll just show it closer to the camera. Got a thumbnail open for that, but what we have here, wow. Almost stifled my voice. This is here basically just garbage food. Gotta cover it because the main highlight here, of course, once again, whenever I cover this kind of stuff, this kind of material stuff, it's actually resemblant of some kind of, usually a relationship and something eventful that we had with somebody else. In this case, it was seeing a very, very good friend that we met only about a year ago, but we connected instantly. So we're gonna touch base on that, but there's a lot of other stuff as well, and most of it is just garbage now. So with that being said, I'll put this down here. Of course, the three main highlights. I'm gonna tack some extra stuff on here. I know it's gonna be like a month or two in advance, so I don't know if I remember. But first of all, what's the main highlight of your day? Something important or significant or positive. Secondly, is there anything negative that you want to vent or get off your chest? If there's no bad news, is good news. And of course, don't disclose anything private or confidential too much to a degree. Last but not least, that usually would be last, is if there's something for you that you believe is relevant to the topic of this video, in this case, relationships. So it's with a very good friend of mine, so you can think of friendships, and specifically with a pastor eating at a Western style restaurant. So think of something Western, like rotisserie chicken or something like that you had, or like a barbecue with some like reunion with some old friends. That's basically what the topic of this video is. You have something similar, throw it out there. I know some of you is here from Texas. Shout out to the Texans. So definitely, I guess that kind of be the pecan pies and the 7-gallon BBQ, whatever. I don't know. These are silly references. Now, in addition to that, of course, I want to add some new things. So, it's like 5, 6 now. I can't detail all this. So I plan on actually just writing up a template and then saving it onto Excel and then just popping it into the podcast when I have the chance. But for now, since I don't have the questions up there, I'm just gonna say it. So in addition to those three, of course, you can also swap everything here for just a joke or a meme. This is why it's not good to be vocalizing this. I should just pop this into the comments. But basically, another thing I want to ask, there's another dimension to emotions, and it's usually not emotional. It's about passive or active. So active action, what sort of things have you done versus things that, have you ever made a retreat? Have you started to stop and just taken a rest or break from the world because there's too much going on? That's something that would be interesting. So you could say that's like the fourth question. With that being said, that's everything. Slice of life in real life, mishmash together, create authentic VR paradox. Let's put the introduction at the very back because we have a lot to get through, and I'm going to plan on recording maybe 3 to 4 recordings right off the bat, back to back. And so without that being said, let's get to it. It's a lot to cover. So what we have here, first of all, I do want to talk about the eventful, conversation I had with a good friend of mine, but we are going to save that probably for the very end because the most important thing is to get through all this stuff here first. But it will come up eventually. So first of all, we have some receipts here from just the dollar store. I've covered this so many times now, I just kind of breeze through it. $4.29. Got peanut peg, it's just a Reese's, and then another one had Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar, $1.25. Put that down, so dollar store for about $4.50. Another receipt here is from Magic Noodle. I think I covered this before, but I basically went to a noodle shop with my buddy, and he works for public transit, and we had a conversation. He hit me up. I kind of reluctantly went. On the bus, there was also an interaction with an Italian lady who got lost along the way, or was not lost, but she needed directions because the first time boarding that bus of hers. And then there was another third interaction, which was with the waitress, and then a fourth interaction, which is with my client volunteering. So it was you could say it was a very relationship heavy event right there. A lot of socializing, a lot of people that made life worth living. So put this down here. Magic Noodle cost $30.49. I paid in full for myself as well as my buddy there. Here's the receipt here for the credit transaction as well. Put those two by the side. I am a little bit annoyed right now because someone here thinks I'm afraid of them. Next is we have, yeah, but when people think you're afraid of them, Jesus, that's not even the point. The point is just to not cause trouble and not cause drama. But they think it's about fear and status and trying to boost their own ego. How fucking pathetic is that? Stupid. Anyways, I digress. What we have here is a red napkin. Yeah, it's like, it's so dumb, you know. If you have peace, wouldn't you want peace? Why is it about fear and trying to, you know, intimidate each other? It's so stupid. Anyways, what a waste of time. You have a red napkin here. That's just garbage now at this point. I fell on the floor, can't make use of it. I was outdoors, and that's that. Next inside here we have a bag. I will say there is a legitimate reason actually, and I have to acknowledge that now, because I came to terms with something actually that you can't really avoid. Being dangerous, you have no choice but to be dangerous. Anyways, we have here on the side here, Dollarama. Another receipt here. This one is chocolate, $1.25, $1.41 after tax. And then we have a bag on the outside, plastic bag from Longo's. It's Italian grocery. It's a more, I guess, high end. Again, I apologize if it's hard to hear because, again, I am trying to keep it down where I am right now. We also have something new that I purchased, which is cranberry dark chocolate, just a snack. This one has 70 grams for $1.45, 41 cents, so $1.50. And it has 41 grams of sugar. That's pretty bad. 4 grams of fiber. That's pretty good. But basically, I was just aiming for something that had more fiber, less protein, which is usually not a good thing. You usually want more protein. All right, so I'm gonna toss all this stuff here. This is all garbage. All right, toss it inside here. It's just morons. I can't get enough of this. It's been like half a year in. She still thinks about fear. She still thinks about being scared and trying to intimidate each other. Like, what the fuck do you want? Anyways. Fucking loser. Alright. They thrive in drama. Anyways, we have here some napkins, white napkins. Because I can hear them downstairs right now. It's so crazy. You know, find a good landlord for God's sake. And we have this paper napkin. This is from Swiss Chalet. So here it is. This is the only remnant of the event I had with my buddy. So this is basically we went to Swiss Chalet. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a Western Roadhouse style classic, you know, roast chicken, ribs and spare ribs, and you know, sauce and stuff like that. Basically, it's that. And well, I don't know what else to tell you. We went out and we ate, but actually, it's more like a reunion. We haven't seen each other in at least 10 months. And he is, you know, a very young, I'll say, reverend, and I'll say that's about it. But he's gone through a lot of difficulties in life, and that were very similar to my own. And I would argue that he had worse. I would believe so, and that he was even more successful at overcoming those challenges by a wide margin than I have been. Of course, he would say that he received support from all angles, which is true, but still, it meant that he actually went out and sought help, and he also did it appropriately. So better than I could for sure. And so anyways, we hit it up. We had a great conversation. We just couldn't, you know, he got tired at the very end because he was working full time. And then he had to go back, of course, and start the next day. But basically we went and ate like a Western meal. And then we went to grab some bubble tea, which I'm not usually that big of a fan of, but that's just kind of a staple, I guess. So that's where we went. And we talked about all manners of different things, none of which I will mention in this video whatsoever, but just know that we are tight. We're really tight. And we divulged on some very personal stuff with each other that, again, was incredibly relatable. So, of course, I'm very blessed. Amen. Because this is, of course, a Christian church. And so what I'm going to take now is this bag here on the side. So that's gone now, okay? It literally, the only thing I had to showcase to you guys was literally just a napkin. And that's about it. Then we have this black plastic bag here. On the inside, we have, okay, so this is important. So on the inside, we have some broken McDonald's brown paper bags. We also have another garbage bag on the inside, as well as a clear plastic bag. All this is dirty. It has soap. It was soap that came from the shelter, and it was leaking through the Ziploc bag, unfortunately. And so this entire black garbage bag is also filled with sticky soap. So this is all garbage as well. And the last item we have here that's garbage is this green banana plantain chips. And again, these are not really chips, they're really just toasted bananas, that's all they are. And the whole point of that is to get lots of fiber, because this thing has a 5 grams of fiber or 85 grams package. And there's 500 milliliters of sodium and 700 milligrams of potassium. So potassium's great, the sodium's not great, it's bad. And then, the fiber is great. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, it has a lot of saturated fat, which is not good. It's not great. So just kind of running through nutritions, but that's about it. It's opened. I have nutritions. I have these 2 chopsticks here. Stick it aside because I'm eating it right now. And then, so all of this is garbage, especially once I finish eating it. And that's actually the only thing I have for dinner right now, for today. It's actually my dinner and lunch, I would say. So it's just a bag of plantain chips. And then we have the last thing here, which is not chips, it's just bananas. We're eating bananas. And then we have Powerade Zero, don't think dirty. We have zero sugar. That's it. Put that down here. Once we're done, this is recyclable, toss in the bin, done. That's about it. So, one more thing. Well, I guess a bundle of things. So we have this dirty bag here, which went fish. And of course, here's the other stuff that belongs inside. Right, it's all garbage. And then we have, on the very backdrop, we have this bag as well. So that bag is actually for me to actually use. So what I did is today I actually went and purchased as well a bunch of black plastic bags. So these are the clean ones, right? And here's the cartridge. So there's a main highlight here as well. So there's a bundle, you can get 12 black garbage bags with drawstrings, and they're extra strong, extra thick, but it costs $4 and $4.50 for 12. If I get these ones are a lot thinner. They don't have a drawstring either. They break easier, but it's only for $1.50. So $1.40 versus $4.50, triple the price. And I said, and there's only 10 bags here. So 10 of these, which are thinner and don't have drawstrings, versus 12, which are thick and have drawstrings. But that's for triple the price. This is for a third of the price. I decided to take this. I don't need anything heavy duty because all I'm doing is putting some stuff inside here. So for example, when we went to the Italian grocer today, we bought just a butter croissant for 90 cents. And then we used some produce bags to bundle up everything else inside here, which has masks, nutritional supplements, everything I need to be on the run during the day. So to get stuff done, USB, everything. That's great. So I'm just going to toss this down there, and usually I tie this up really rigidly, and I'm going to do that in 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a pause and then we'll come back. Okay, and that's it. So just like that, you can see I have done a loop knot, and then it's all tidied together. So you can see the outline of the garbage bag cartridge right here. So this is the stuff that I would use. I tie it up really nice. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the garbage bag with the garbage. I'm gonna tie that up. Well, I can't actually. Because there's food I haven't finished yet. Or whatever. It's fine. So there was other stuff I missed. I realized inside the bag that had this bag that had the useful stuff. So inside this bag, the useful stuff, there are some receipts that I have to clear out actually. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't close this bag here for the garbage on the side on the table. But here, let's just run through it quickly. We have a Walmart receipt for green plantain. These are those green plantain. I would say they're more like crackers and chips. And they're chips. Orange Powerade drink for $4.09. And then we have a receipt here for Dollarama Dollar Store. Garbage bags, Gatorade Berry, and Reese's Pieces. So $5.65. And yeah, that's also yeah, we're done. Most of that stuff is just, again, just like snacks. Or the garbage bags, right? Like I said, the garbage bags here, very important. And then the longos. This is the Italian grocery store. So $3.90. Again, a Gatorade citrus bakery kind of thing, and then bakery item croissant. So we're just gonna tear this up if we want. Just like that. 1, 2. So I'm gonna take this and put it inside the bag and it's done. Okay. And just leave it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to look nice. Just want to tie this up, and most likely in the next video you'll see that's all tied up and nice, and that's great. Awesome. All right, so that's it. I think that's it for this video. What we're going to do is just finish upload, and then we're going to move on to the next one, where we're going to cover quite a bit of food that there is some garbage I have to toss inside this bag as well. Inside this unclosed bag with the bananas that we have to eat, because I received a gift over here when I was volunteering for the seniors home, and there's some food here that I've eaten that I have to put away inside the garbage because I've already eaten it. So we're going to take care of that as well, and then I'll see you guys. So I'll see you guys next one. Thanks for tuning in. Introduction: slice of life in real life, IRL, SOL pushed together, mishmash to create this authentic VR paradox. I am speaking very quickly. I apologize. There's a lot to do for the next week. There's probably gonna be a bunch of videos crammed together. I'm going to speaking really fast, like Alvin the Chipmunks. But yeah, it's real. It's real. I know it's hard to hear. Yeah, of course, domains of life. On the right-hand side, we got finance, health, relationships, fulfillment, purpose, careers, housing. And on this side, we have, artificial intelligence, self-improvement, stoicism, learning, entertainment, and then so put together. And then it's just me sharing to you, you sharing back to me in the comments on YouTube, Discord page, Reddit, and just checking in on each other to make sure that we're doing well, as life can be a very hectic kind of thing. So I'll see you guys next one. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciation animation. I am trying to get back to a few comments I do receive. Thanks to shout out to NBA Young Cousin for always dropping by and listening. I know it's the podcast there. Again, the podcasts are in fact meant to be. Why isn't there any music for some reason? The podcasts are meant to be the 9 to 5 kind of thing when you're going to work and on commute and back. So it's just kind of very real and down to earth, straightforward. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.